Hey everyone, welcome to another Winter League snooker vlog, week 4 from GA Snooker. And you may be wondering what happened to week 3. Well, the honest truth is I just didn't play any games. I was too busy. I was away with work, and just didn't manage to get any games in. And I was busy on the weekends as well. So this is week 4, and a slightly different format to this video. Mainly because I only played one game, so I've only got one game to show. But also, I'm pretty time starved this week as well. I'm away this weekend. I've been busy last weekend, and busy with work. So struggling to get time to put a proper shift in to edit these videos. Anyway, let's get on with this frame or these matches. This match, and this one is against the chairman of GA Snooker, whose name is Maurice. And he's got a handicap of 7, which means he gets a 7 head start. So let's see how I get on. So a slightly different format to this video. Because I'm a bit time starved, I'm just gonna let the video play and just chip in with the odd comment as we go, and sort of tell you roughly what the score is. I haven't done like score editing or anything like that because that takes a lot of time. I'm just going to roughly tell you how the match is going and the situation that we're in, kind of thing. So let's get on with it. So we started with the traditional coin toss, which I was a bit worried about because you're not really supposed to toss coins over the table, but Maurice managed to catch it okay. And I won it, and I managed to... I say managed. I won it, so I decided to break. Let's see how my break goes. You notice at the moment the club is completely empty. More about that later. So, suggestions on a postcard. I feel like it was a pretty good break, but I don't know why that red came up the table. Anyway, sometime later, and I play a safety shot. I did play the red onto the other red, but did not play it as a plant pot, and a plant, and just managed to get the plant. So pretty lucky there. No colour on. Well, there was a colour on, but it was missed. And then look at this safety shot with the rest from Maurice. This is pretty good. Pretty much, well, probably half an inch from the cushion there. But then he gets unlucky there and just manages to put a bit of unwanted topspin on, I think, and the white cannons the brown on the way through, which causes it to head into the pocket. So here I have a bit of a chance here. Cut into the red, no real path to balk, so I decided to take one on. Get a little bit lucky or unlucky, depends on how you want to look at it, but the red goes in, but I actually managed to get back to balk as well. Then Maurice gets a chance in the middle with a safety mistake from me, and gets this really nice blue as well into the bottom left-hand corner. Yeah, nice. Good chance here for Maurice. But doesn't quite get the black right, but at least gets the white up at the top end of the table, the balk end of the table. And pulls out a pretty healthy lead, which he then makes bigger by getting that red as well. But can't get the blue, but still leaves the white relatively safe. He's probably about 10-12 points ahead at the moment. But I managed to get that red in pretty nicely. Don't really manage to get anywhere with the cue ball though, so just a safety shot from here. Didn't quite get as much on the white as I wanted to. I wanted to try and get over behind the yellow, but I didn't quite get it right. Still, points on the board, even though it's just one. And then I do get another chance, this red into the middle. And just trying to kiss the blue towards the pocket, but I managed to get onto the brown okay. And played that pretty nicely, actually. I cut it out, but I spent quite a lot of time lining that shot up, and it was worth it. And then I played them pretty happy. I don't often say this about my own shots, but I'm very happy with that pot, and I'm unlucky not to be on something easier with that kiss off the black. So tempting the pot on the brown there, but doesn't quite go right. I'm kind of glad I didn't pot it because it probably would have been snookered. And then Maurice picks out a plant. Scores are relatively even at the moment. I'm still behind, maybe by about 3 or 4 points. Doesn't quite manage to get that brown in though, so just another one for Maurice. Play this shot. Again, play it as a bit of a shot to nothing, thinking that I'm hopefully be on the yellow, which I just about am. But I don't get anywhere near the yellow. Nearly pot the green, which would have been a mistake, obviously. Nice pot from Maurice with the rest. Tricky black though, but I think he's trying to play it off the green here, which I think is the shot. Just doesn't quite get it right. A couple of millimeters to the left and that black would have been in. So a chance for me, thin cut, but this black is over the pocket, but it's trickier than it looks. I even go around to look at it. I cut it out, but I even go around to look at it and still don't manage to get it right. Leaves Maurice this tricky one along the cushion, which he plays pretty nicely. Wobbles in the jaws, but goes in, and he gets off the cushion quite nicely. But manages to snooker himself on the green, which is a bit of a shame, and the yellow won't pass the green. So tries the blue. Leaves me a chance though. This red into the right corner. Still behind at this point. It's not a high scoring game. We're both on less than 20, I believe. Just about managed to get on the brown, which I managed to get. Couldn't really do much with the cue ball. I wanted to make sure of the pot. So just a safety off this red, I would have thought. With the rest though, it's never going to be easy. Where's that white going? That's okay. So I think the black cushion on this table is a bit dodgy. You hear it clunk when when the balls hit it. It sounds a bit weird. Very unfortunate double cliffs from Maurice, but then a very fortunate outcome, and jokingly says hell of a shot, which I was close to getting that, but didn't quite. So 4 points to Maurice. Again, scores pretty even. Probably only a couple of points in it. Good pot from Maurice. It's a bit unlucky to end up there. Yeah, that green was tricky off the cushion. But it's a good outcome. Snookers me behind the black. Which I miss again. So Maurice has probably about a sort of 7 or 8 point lead at this point, which he was about to build on, but then that happens. I played that shot trying to get the yellow in, but thinking that if I missed it, I'd snooker him. But then I almost snookered myself on the green. Just about managed to avoid that. That doesn't go well though. Still, can't predict that. So Maurice still has like us, I think probably about a 6 or 7 point lead at this point, which he extends to probably about 10 points. Yeah. So eventually get a chance on the brown, which I get quite comfortably. Could have put a bit left hand side though to try and get up for the blue, but just to safety, which I nearly flirting with that corner pocket, nearly go in. Not sure if I've snookered him. I didn't snooker him. Anyway, sometime later, get another chance with this blue. I'm about sort of 4 or 5 points behind. The club is filled up at this point, and there's people waiting. So we're now just talking about: are we going to be able to carry on this match, or are we going to have to wait? Since this league is not officially a club league, we were going to have to wait. Anyway, I managed to clear those up nicely, and we relinquish our table, and we basically have an enforced mid-session interval, which I think you maybe have seen on my my community feed when I actually played this match. Anyway, victory for me. That first frame was weird. For some reason, I came away thinking that I was well ahead in that frame, but I obviously wasn't. I was behind all the way, and it was just the clearance that clinched it for me.
Do you prefer the breaker on top, or do you prefer to stay where you were?
First break on top, yeah.
So yeah, so I had a mid-session interval, probably only about sort of 15 minutes. The guys that took our table ended up not staying, so and they were good players, so their frame didn't last very long. So we were able to carry on. Nice long red for me, but again, don't sort of somewhere between holding for the black and going up for the blue, and I don't get either, which means just the red. Another very fortunate shot from me. I was playing a safety shot. I wasn't playing the pot, and didn't quite get it right, apart from getting the cue ball right. So just a safety. I'm trying to get behind blue or brown here, but I managed to exactly find the gap, which is very annoying. Should have played to cannon the blue, I think. But sometime later, get that chance with the green waiting over the middle pocket. So can I get down for a red? I do my best, but just trying to get down on the red below the black, or one of the others into the middle pocket. So just a safety shot, but slowly clawing back the 7 point head start. So I think I'm 1 point behind now. But I get another chance here. Bit awkward queuing, and couldn't really do a lot with the cue ball because it was an unavoidable cannon. So I have to get the furniture out and do this odd shot. I just wanted to hit the black basically just to avoid giving the 7 points away, which I did thankfully. But then Maurice is very unlucky with that. Nearly pots the red as well, but puts me in the lead actually for well, not for the first time, but for the first time in this frame, but it's only just beginning. Just overhit that a little bit, trying to get to the blue. Hey Maurice. But I'm on this yellow. But really should be getting that. Really should be getting that. Another chance here though, a bit of a thin one. Actually not too thin. But hit a little hard. So just a safety shot. Well, I think I played the double with safety in mind, actually. Yeah, which I didn't get anywhere near. But I'll leave Maurice his chance, and he gets it nicely. And yeah, didn't quite get on a colour, but I think we can all tell what's coming here, and I think that's what I just said. Because I know what I do. Yeah, there we go. So I think I can just get this red through the gap. Oh no, I can't. So relinquish my lead a bit. I think I'm 1 or 2 points ahead maybe. But Maurice gets this rather tricky one in the middle, but he plays it pretty well. Perhaps played it a touch hard, otherwise he would have had one of those blue, brown or yellow. But they are difficult to control those. So what will he do here? Will he try and play the pot, or will he try and play another safety shot, snookery kind of thing? Yeah, another snooker behind the blue. Doesn't quite get it though, so sometime later I try and play this one off the cushion and cut it in. And it was a narrow gap behind the black. I don't think I could have got it actually. In hindsight, I don't think that shot was on without a swerve. But yeah, basically stick it up straight up for Maurice to get. Slightly unlucky kiss on the pink, otherwise he wouldn't have been on tight on this cushion at the very least. Not a million miles away with it either. Playing this as a try to play that as a shot to nothing, but I don't think it was on. Anyway, get it in. Chance of the black, but with the rest, still, even so, I should be getting those. Scores are level now, I believe. So, pretty nice pot. Just worried about snookering myself on this black, but I'm okay. That worked out, but really shouldn't have played that so hard. Shouldn't have needed that cannon to stay position on the red. Anyway, pretty happy with that shot, but not happy with that shot. That should have been not frame over, but that should have been a comfortable lead. Anyway, I get another chance. And the black is still in a potable position. So, whilst I would have preferred to get it in the one break, at least I do manage to get the same amount of points. Well, one extra actually, because I've got the extra red. That was a pot attempt. That was pretty bad. I was lucky to get away with that. So yeah, I've got a pretty healthy lead now. Probably about 18-point lead. But nimble Maurice manages to get that in. And he's got a yellow, not over the pocket, but close to. Yeah, gets that in okay. Bit unlucky with the blue. That leaves the cue ball tight. Well, not tight in the jaws, but pretty close to the jaws. Didn't spot that yellow very well. This table's got stickers on the spots, and it really the balls really don't stay on the spots very well. That wasn't far off from where he was. So yeah, so I got probably about a 15-point lead at this point. But that is a tremendous pot from Maurice. Oh, I thought he was going to go in. I say, oh, no way there. I thought he was going to go enough because he definitely didn't deserve to go enough on that pot. So Maurice gets a chance of the yellow. Yeah, gets that in nicely. Just overhit it a bit though. Should have really stayed at the top end of the table for the green. Ooh, not quite. I thought it was going to go enough. Plays a relatively good safety. Green's maybe a little bit dangerous. And then he plays this snooker. This is an excellent snooker. He's kind of in the way of the camera, but you know. So yeah, so I have probably about 11-point lead at this point, I think. So I try the swerve shot, thinking that if I don't get enough swerve, it'll probably come off the cushion. I end up getting too much swerve and hit the pink. So my 11-point lead disintegrates to, I don't know, 5-point lead, something like that. And then that happens. And all of a sudden, Maurice is in the lead. By 1 point. He plays that double, not far off it really. But thankfully leaves me a chance of this green. But I don't quite get the brown in, but at least oh, is that cue ball going? I'm stood in the way. You think I'd know better to stand in the camera. I'm very fortunate that doesn't go in and leaves Maurice snooking on the knuckle, but he manages to get to the pot. Anyway, my lead is restored, but only by sort of 2 or 3 points. And then that happens. Very fortunate snooker from Maurice, but should still be hitting those. And I definitely shouldn't be leaving it like that. But Maurice is quite a long way off that pot. And yeah, that's unlucky. So at least I get my points back. And my lead back. So sometime later, and 1 camera battery change later, still brown to go in. I do manage to cut it in. Absolutely no control over the cue ball though. But I have at least got this shot on the blue, which I managed to get in. But don't quite get past the pink enough, so I'm trying to play a snooker here on the black. Just about get it. It's not the hardest one to hit. Maurice does well to get a good hit and actually leave it relatively safe. So I'll try to play another snooker here. Oh, and that's so lucky. It was a decent safety shot, but that was the end of it. Not how I wanted it to end, but still a victory from me. Unfortunately, I can't show you the league table because I forgot to take a screen grab of it before more results were added. So yeah, so you can check out the website and have a look at the league table as it is. It'll probably be a spoiler for next week, but feel free to do that. So yeah, hopefully back to normal format on the vlog next week. I'll have a bit more time hopefully to make a proper video and do the old head cam thing, and I'll see you then. Thanks a lot.